Oh my goodness. A seventh seed won the battle of the rookies. The Phoenix Suns finished the regular season 45-37. They're heading into the play-in on Tuesday against Portland with a roster that has spent most of the year being talked about in terms of what's missing rather than what's there. But last night, April 12th happened, and this tells you when I'm recording this. Phoenix 135, OKC 103. A 32-point win over the team that finished 64-18. I have to address something from up front. Just keep it a stack. Now I have to address something up front to keep it a stack. All right. OKC had rested their starters. So Lou Dort played 20 minutes, and I think that was only because he needed it for probably awards. Shea, J-Dub, and Chet, they ain't play. So this was a bench for bench game. But here's some good ass highlights that make this more than just like a throwaway game. OKC's bench had career nights. We had Brendan Carlson, who went for a career high 26 points, 10 rebounds. Peyton Sandford came off the bench for 23 points on 5 made threes. And Phoenix still won by 32, right? And it gets more interesting the more that you're looking at who was doing the damage in specific, because we opened up on a 21-0 run, right? The lead was 26-5 before OKC figured out what was happening. And OKC missed 13 straight shots during that stretch. Contest from Jamari, back-to-back blocks from Dunn and Oso. Jared McCain had good looks too, but just didn't knock them down. But when it came to getting to the rim, the paint had became the Suns' domain. Like, that was their domain expansion. You couldn't mess with them in there. And it was like 6 minutes without scoring a single point. And the lead never dropped below 13 the rest of the way. So halftime was 70-52. With Ryan Dunn, he had 18 points and Jamari had 16. 7 Suns in general finished in double figures. Like, that's like, I love this. The 135 points was the most that OKC has given up all season. It was also Phoenix's season high for points scored, so that's great. Now, let's actually get into what happened, starting with the rooks. Jamari Bouye went for 27 points and 9 assists, both career highs. Banger. But the box score doesn't tell you what the game looked like, so I'm going to tell you what I have in my notes. He hit a 3 off a double screen from Dunn and Oso, drove past 3 defenders for a bucket. He hit a turnaround contested jumper, drove past 2 more, and you could already tell that the defense wasn't contesting him in the same way that they were in the first quarter. Whether that was a fear of fouling him or just respect for what he was doing, OKC was giving him space, like they started to. And he had step back 3 in ISO, quick pick from Fleming led to another bucket in transition. And when they did contest, he was still getting it over them. In all his makes, he just looks so smooth. Like, I have to look at more of his college games and who he was before, because goddamn, this guy is nice, I also have the misses. He also had a contested layup that didn't fall, but he made the same shot later in the game. He had another contested layup that got blocked, another jumper that didn't go. But he did make these shots again later, which has been like pretty interesting. Hit the rim on a floater, missed a wide open 3 after breaking Sanford's ankles. I thought that was hilarious. Who again, himself, Sanford, did have a great game. He missed a step back. That was all that. And at the end of it all, he wasn't swinging in it as much at the end of the game, and that's fine. I just wish that rookies got more of chances to just keep on going after they've had a game like this. Just like give them the opportunity to do so, because you already made your points. In a rookie battle against Sanford, Bouye definitely won it. 27-9 against 23 and 5 threes. Yeah. So Sanford's scoring came off of a lot of catch and shoot. Bouye, he got a lot of off of creation. He was just thinking off the dome with these. And honestly, I like having a player that is so good at reading what the defenses are giving him. We also have Ryan Dunn. Oh my goodness. I know that I don't think he's probably going to see this. They was cooking you this year. I know that they was, because like last year was your year, Oso's year is this year. But I never thought that was like a thing. Personally speaking, I thought that the whole thing is that Dunn is given more time to, like, okay, this is Oso's building, because Oso spent so much time in the G last year and he was building his stuff up. So I think that they're building cohesively, like together. Like, I think that they're a unit. I think that they're the new twins, high key. And you know what's great? Like, this is a 20-point double-double, like, talk to him nice, bro. And the whole thing is, bro, 18 of the 20 points came in the first half. You know, he was just frying them. He had 2 threes in the first quarter. Those threes, oh my gosh. I love seeing it that he was like, yo, swing me the rock. Like he was asking for it when Fleming got it over to Oso. But even then, you know, Fleming saw it. He's like, oh shoot, my bro, he for real knocked this shit down. He's believing in himself in this. Confidence matters so much for rookies. I love it. He had 2 threes in the first quarter, a drive and layup, crazy pull up. In the second quarter, he turned that Huntley steal into a good ass dunk. Another driving layup off of Oso, offensive rebound. Hit a free throw, floater in the third. He also had 4 assists through the 3 quarters, 3 of them to Bouye, and 1 over to Coffee on a running 3. Alley-oop to Huntley, that was fire. But man, bro, on defense, he blocked McCain's dunk. No, he was laying it up, and he was just cleaning the hell out of the defensive glass. Dunn was drafted as a defender, but I'm really down on seeing that he can become someone who's like just continuously finishing at the rim, just because we always have so much space in Phoenix. I'm thinking that, bro, if you have the speed for it, and again, with being able to create for others, if I was more so worried about Dunn and his shot selection and what he could become in terms of shooting, but if you're telling me that he's able to swing the rock in a lot of pivotal moments, that's the best case scenario too. Next up, we had Kaman Maluwak. Oh my God. The first career double-double, 18 points, 14 rebounds, both career highs. I had to take a pause in the recording to double check that. Yeah, that's his first career double-double, man. 18 points, 14 rebounds, both career highs. And his scoring, it came from where you want a center, a young center, to get their points in general. But I do believe in a lot of his own creation slash his muscle, like able to muscle off people. So he had a tip in off of Fleming miss. He had a tip in off of a Brea miss. He got another off of his own offensive rebound, hook shot in the third. He blocked Carlson. That was great. Got a steal on Topic, and he won the opening tip in general. So what made him notable, I think it's that he just got so many important dunks and not important points in the way that a team would want someone like Steven Adams to get it. Like 14 rebounds, a lot of them being offensive. And I think that that's great that that was his role and he lived in it. But my thing is that I do want to make sure that we're not kind of putting Malawak into a box of what he could be, right? Because if they were to do something like, there was a point where they went 2-3 zone and he was able to hit a 3 off of that. And I do believe in general that he can be an all-encompassing center. I think he just needs the reps for it though. Like I think he spent a lot of time in the G already. I think he spent enough time in the G. But this year in general was just about practice. I think that we have like, obviously we have like over 40 wins, and I even projected us to have that because there was people saying that we were only gonna get like 30. That was crazy. I thought we were gonna get close to 50 in general. So I give us a lot of credit, but I think that we do have to get in a lot more reps with our rookies. And sure, you know, maybe this is going to lead us into potentially losing, potentially getting closer into like a lower play-in spot. But bro, we were going to be in the play-in anyways. We're in the play-in right now. So it's like, you know, if we're going to be in the play-in, we might as well take the time to make sure that our rookies are getting it in against these teams. And hell, I'm a firm believer that like, yo, the second quarter, we might as well put like motherfuckers in. Like we're always worried about, oh, whether or not Dylan Brooks is available, whether or not Jalen Green's going to be available, whether or not Booker is going to be available, whether or not Mark Williams is going to be available. If we're always worried about who's going to be available and the rooks are like always there, bro, what's the point? Just let them play. I don't give a fuck. Like I'm not trying to win definitively in the year. Like this is not something like, okay, I expected the Suns to win the championship this year, but I do believe in sniping shots where the opportunity is there. Like say if, for example, Shea was injured, Wemby was injured, Luka was injured, yada, yada, yada. Hell yeah, go get yourself an injury-ass ring. I'm down. Go get it. But if this is something where everyone's playing at their max power, we might as well just get the reps and so we have like our future locked in, because I want the ability of Booker with these rooks getting to an important point in Suns history, right? Whether that be the finals, Western Conference finals, or the second round, whatever the hell. But I just want them to be something together. Like, I see a lot of potential in the Booker storyline, something like a Hakeem case where, you know, there was a lot of greatness, you know, like Hakeem came through against the best Celtics team ever, arguably the best Celtics team ever. And, you know, what, that game went 4-2, right? He beat the Magic, Kareem Lakers because, you know, him and Ralph Sampson just beat them out like that. And I'm thinking, you know what? We do have a lot of powerful ass players on a bunch of powerful ass teams, but whose bench can be deeper than ours if we really go about this? I'm straying away too far away from the topic. Let me get back on the point. But yeah, I do believe in Malawak's future. I do believe that we can do a lot with him in general. And yo, if Malawak can get in some reps in with Hakeem, everybody else, like the same way that Wemby was getting all them reps in, we gotta get our Suns players with reps in with other with other important players too. Fuck it, like let's really do it. Let's max out on our rooks, because I don't have to believe that Devin Booker is the end all be all for the Phoenix Suns. I believe in the team cohesively. We've been great before Booker, and we can be great after him. But I would love to be amazing with him, because he's done so much for the team. But let's get into this shit. Kobe Bryant came to the game, 25 points across the whole thing. And this is in his first 11 NBA games. Now he got 20 off the bench. So that's great. That's amazing. Actually, I'm saying, because I'm just looking at all of this, and this is just really nice. 3 made threes before the fourth quarter. That's great. That's amazing, actually. 25 footer off Coffee. Oh my gosh. A lot of my notes are kind of hard to read because the way I wrote it. 25 footer off of Coffee, yeah. 26 footer off of Oso. 25 footer off of an unassisted in third. I'll just skip that part. You know, mainly with these threes that Brea made, and everyone's telling him to spray that. I saw the little interview where he's saying like, yeah, everyone's telling me to spray that, but my whole job is to make it easier with everybody else. And I'm loving it, because I think his best assist game in the G was like 6 assists. He had 3 this game. And look, if his whole thing is that he wants to make the shit easier for the team, and he wants to move sort of like a more 3-pointer version of Booker, I would love it. You know, I would love to see that he can get his assist. Like if he was to get on to the Suns reliably, like he's actually genuinely playing minutes, if I could see something like a 4 assist average on him, which obviously it doesn't seem that crazy, but I'm just like, look, if I can get you to make an average of 2 threes a game, which, you know, requires a lot. Sometimes some of these games you have to get to like 5 assists, 6 assists. No, I mean 5 of 3-pointers, 6 3-pointers to get to that. If you can get 2 threes a game reliably, if you can get 4 assists a game on average, I really don't care. Like at that point, bro, do whatever the heck you want to do. Because if you can get to that as a point, your ceiling, I can believe in it even higher. I want you to do whatever the fuck you need to do, bro. Also, this game, his stat line was only 6 points, but you really can't just look at the box. I think that he was a hub in general. He had 5 assists through 3 quarters and hit a, running layup for Bouye, the 3 for Dunn. That was that. 3 for Brea, layup for Dunn off of his board. We talked about that earlier. A dunk for Hundley. And he was just on everyone's ass defensively throughout the game. I think he was just reliably doing so. Fleming played great defense. I don't have the most to say about Fleming because I think I was just so surprised about Bouye, but Fleming played so damn good this game. And same with Coffee and Hundley. Hundley did well. It's just like everyone else seemed so crazy by comparison, but I don't ever want to like, because the whole idea for me, I think I'm like, you know, if someone is trying to look about what they did in the game and they do find a video like this, I do want to be conscious about it and be like, you know what, no, NBA is hard, bro. Fuck it. But I do think that if you do hear about a lot more glaze about the other players, then I guess it's better to just putting that into consideration rather than think about like, oh, okay, how did I do? How did I not do whatever the fuck? But But man, to give focus to Fleming in specific, he really is getting his legs. And oh my God, it just felt like I saw him like Spider-Maning everywhere on the court. Like he was literally everywhere you would want him to be. And just knowing now that it doesn't, like, it's not even just now, but just knowing in the general that not only do we have the combination of Dunn and Oso, and we added Brooks on top of that. Fleming is just great. Like he's such a great player, and his buckets are also great. I feel like I'm gonna have better notes next time. I'm just gonna take more notes cohesively during the game for everybody. But it is a lot harder, considering I have like other channel and stuff and all that. But just great work from him. And I really do want to talk more about Fleming because I do believe in the whole the whole Kawhi Leonard agenda for him. I believe in it, bro. I think he can do it. It's just Kawhi is such an amazing player. It's going to take a lot of work to get to that point. Now, I guess we're gonna have like a final point, like a more honest version of everything in terms of okay, hey, look, if OKC played their starters, the game looks a lot more different. Obviously, if you're gonna have your top 3 players, the shit's different. Hell, just having Shea alone is completely different. But that's not the point where I'm trying to answer. Phoenix has this bench. What are we doing with it? And April 12th, we got a lot better perspective for this type of shit. 7 of the Suns had double figures. And I want to call them, the Sinister 7, bro. We could do this. Or a Sinister 6, depends on who you want to take out. But the Sinister 7, I'm down. And if, we really got Hundley on some better shit, Hateful 8, fuck it. Like, just something. We can get our rookies to be a great set of rookies. It doesn't only have to be OKC that has rooks that they're working on, or someplace like Utah, or who else has really good rookies that they're working on? I guess Miami has a history of it, but I'm not really believing in that. That's a whole different thing. But I'm just saying that we're doing all this shit. We have Man with his first career double-double. I do want to keep calling him Come On Malawak, because I really do. I understand Man is his name. My African brother, your name is your name, Like, I understand it's a nickname, but Malawak, we're finna call you Malawak. We got to remember that. Put that into your dome. Second year wing, double-double. We had Man's double-double. Rookie shooter, matching his career scoring total in one night. That's great. 40th pick, running the offense for the 5 spot. Veteran win, closing quarters. Dog, all of this is in the same game, all against a bench that was playing their best basketball at the same time. And we were doing this to the best of our ability. This wasn't no damn accident, bro. And Phoenix is the 7th seed. They're playing against Portland in the play-in. We win that. We're getting San Antonio in the 7-8 matchup. Lose it. We come out of that and go into like the 9-10. Oh man, it's really rough. But that's playoff basketball. The starters are gonna mainly be the ones that are deciding the series. But bro, when everything gets tightened up and the rotations, we're gonna be shrinking down. We're not gonna be playing probably Brea and all that. But I want to know. I'm like, hey, look, for those second quarter timing where everyone needs to be hitting off their shit, I want to see my niggas eat, bro. Put them out into the field. We got to get this shit going. So that's why I think the battle of the rookies mattered. Not because it decided a game against like this OKC, but because everyone had been showing signs of what their future can really be. And I really believe it, bro. The seed, yeah, sure, it's 7 seed, but our future, the finale of this game, is saying a lot more than what we got. That's why I'm saying that the future in Phoenix really might be further along than what our record is showing us. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Until then, peace out and